Now, this week, City Hall announced that a further 3 London boroughs would become creative enterprise zones. But what are these so-called zones and how do they help London's aspiring creatives? Johnny Harvey went to find out.
Westminster, Islington and Brent this week became the latest additions to the Mayor's list of creative enterprise zones, first established in 2018. They will now receive funding to help artists develop and manage some of the costs of creating in the city.
Creative Enterprise Zone is really all about artists and creatives being able to put down roots in London. We all know the challenges that artists face, so Creative Enterprise Zones give them affordable space, long-term, business support, and we also help a lot of young people to get into jobs in the creative economy. The great news is that if you are a business within the Creative Enterprise Zone, you are doing 22% better than if you weren't in a zone. So really hard evidence to show that this strategy of bringing people together and giving them the right support really works for the city.
Lizzie Lambie knew the struggles of starting out as an artist when she set up Fashion Meets Music in Croydon, one of the first creative enterprise zones.
Within this space, we've been able to get rates relief. We've been able to be involved in different kind of projects, work with other creators within the borough, run different kind of projects as a partnership. So it's not just been within the space itself, but it's also been doing kind of community and different kind of projects outside of the space as well.
This scheme expands as artists are struggling under the joint pressures of rent increases, the cost of living and, some say, Brexit. Acme, a charity which provides affordable studio space for artists in London, this week published a survey in which just under half of those surveyed said they cannot afford to build savings or pay into a pension plan. Close to a third said that financial pressures may force them out of the industry entirely within 5 years.
So I do think as a borough, this borough has received quite a lot from City Hall. So I think that in general, we need kind of funding elsewhere coming in, more funding coming in, because there's only so much it can go to.
London's creative industries are huge revenue generators, but with spiralling costs, as well as the government's commitment to increasing art spend outside of London, it seems likely more will be needed to keep London's artists centre stage.